What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, the Tom Dark channel, to be more specific. It's your boy, Chronic Complainer. You guys seem to really like the last storytime video that I did. Thank you for 1,000 likes on it, by the way, as well as all of your comments. Very appreciated. Some very interesting stuff in that comment section. I want Super Mario Tom back. Fuck you, you lost that privilege. All of you. Today, I wanted to sit down and tell you guys a tale that is actually very recent, as recent as like less than 24 hours ago. This was last night. There isn't really shit to make a video about right now in terms of like drama related stuff. I mean, I could stretch it, I guess, like I could really try, but honestly, I feel like I'd rather just bullshit and tell some gay ass story than do that, because I don't know, if there's nothing to talk about, like what am I gonna do? It's gonna come across in the video. You guys are gonna know that I'm just not interested. I'm not there. I'm gonna play up my relatively boring life in another video to entertain little dorks on the internet. You're the dorks, by the way. It's you. I fucking hate you all. Kidding. Just some of you. Just some of you. So last night I was hungry as fuck. It was like 9 p.m. I had just played Roblox for an hour or so. Yes, I was playing Phantom Forces. Shout out to the guy who recognized me in the game, by the way. Hopefully you weren't too mad that I really fucking suck at it. Honestly, I'm bad at video games in general, I think, but that's probably a story for another day. So it's 9 o'clock at night and I'm hungry as fuck. And I decide to open my phone and click on Google Maps to search for some fast food nearby. I look at the list of options and, you know, there's quite a few. There's McDonald's, there's, you know, Burger King, Wendy's, but the option that seems the best to me is Chipotle. I know some people really fucking hate Chipotle and say it's gross. To some people, it seems to have like the same reputation as Subway, where it's just like an uncleaned like monkey house. I have to disagree. I have never had an issue with Chipotle. I pretty much always get a steak burrito and, you know, a bunch of random shit in it. And it's really good. I have no complaints, okay? They do an excellent job, especially for the price of it. Like, I eat one of those in the middle of the day and I don't even need dinner. It's a lot of fucking food. And it's like $8 or something for a burrito. I'm pinching pennies here, okay? I'm on a budget. I can't overspend on food. I need to keep the costs low, okay? I need to buy in bulk. Real talk, though, like the nicest benefit of YouTube and like doing retarded internet shit is the fact that I can like get fast food or Red Bull whenever I want. You know, some people, they spend their YouTube cash, their YouTube money, or their like, I don't know, internet money from video editing or whatever. They spend that shit on like cars. Gay. And honestly, just like all I want is food. All I want is all I want is like Chipotle or some other fast food like 2 or 3 times a week, and I'm happy. Okay, my life is good. So I'm looking through the options on maps. I want Chipotle, so I'm like, okay, I need some directions there. I don't really know the area that I'm in that well, so I'm like, okay, I click the first option because I kind of know where Chipotle is, but I don't really know it. I'm a little bit of a fucking ape also when it comes to spatial awareness and directions, so that's definitely part of it. But I click on the first thing to give me directions. I walk outside, get in my car, turn on the Lincoln Park, and I'm on my way. So I'm driving there and everything's fine, you know, I'm just driving, like there's nothing wrong with what's going on. It's kind of dark, but whatever. It's taking me the way I would usually expect to get there. And then all of a sudden, it takes me on a turn that is like opposite to where I would want to go. I would expect to go right. It's telling me to go left. And I'm like, okay, where the fuck am I going? Why am I going in the opposite direction? Like, is this some weird detour? Is there construction ahead? Is there, like, I don't know why there would be crazy traffic. I'm like, is there crazy traffic? I don't think there would be. It's not a super busy road. I don't get the issue. But I'm like, okay, maybe the option I selected was for a different Chipotle that's like, you know, a mile or 2 away. There's a bunch of fast food places around here. It's totally possible it's taking me to another one. I don't really know my way, so it's like, okay, you know, I'll just let it take me there. Who cares? Not a big deal. I'll drive like an extra mile or something. The food will be the same. I'll order my burrito. I'll hop in my car and drive back and have the rest of my night to enjoy it and play Roblox and listen to music and whatever else. Average night, nothing special. I don't think that this little detour is going to ruin that, okay? I'm not going to let it ruin that. But as I'm driving, I realized that it's taking me onto the freeway, and then it's taking me, like, going out of the city. It's trying to get me to go on the highway. And I'm deliberating, like, should I just, like, try to get off this right now? Like, you know, I'm at a stop. I see that it's taking me up the ramp, and I'm like, do I really want to do this? And I decide in the end, I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll just take it. Maybe it's like a rest stop Chipotle. I actually like the vibe of those places. Did I just say the vibe? Fuck, I'm turning into a freak. But yeah, you know, I like the feel of places like that, that are like a little strip mall kind of, but all the places you eat at are like inside of the rest stop. It's like a little food court. I'm sure they have them all across the United States, but particularly in the Northeast, I like the way they are. So I'm like, okay, maybe this will be good. Maybe it won't be a big deal. I'll stop. I'll get my food. Maybe, there's another place I can go there. Maybe they have like a little convenience store. I can pick up a Monster and a Red Bull. Maybe I can get a coffee or something, whatever. But it has me going on the highway, and I'm driving, and it's been like 5 minutes, and I'm still going, and I'm like, okay, fuck this. I'm getting off. I'm just going to take the next exit. I don't even know where the fuck I am. I'm probably like half an hour away from my dorm at this point. I'm hungry. It's getting late. I haven't had my caffeine, and I'm fucking cranky. I'm a piss baby right now. I need to get out of here. So I take an exit and just ignore the maps meme and pull into a gas station off, the side of the highway that's pretty close. So I can get my bearings and be like, where the fuck am I? Because I feel like a dumbass already right now. So I'm in this parking lot and I pick up my phone to figure out where the fuck it was trying to take me. And I was actually shocked by what I was seeing. Somehow, these evil motherfuckers were trying to take me to a Chipotle. I mean, props for them for getting the restaurant location right, I guess, but they're trying to take me to a Chipotle that's 3 hours away. I mean, what the fuck? Why was this the first option that came up on maps? This could have been such a simpler situation. I'm not this much of a retard, okay? I don't deserve to be owned by this. I clicked the first option, which should have been the closest one to me. It should have been the one that's like 3 miles away. Why does it take me to one that's like 150 miles away? Why do I need to go here? I don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good food, I enjoy the burrito, perhaps. I had quesadillas there once. That wasn't that bad either. But, like, I'm not trying to go on a road trip in the middle of the night, honestly. So I refreshed the app to make sure it's got my location right, and now it seems to know where I am. Maybe it thought I was coming from somewhere else at first, and then, like, it eventually realized I wasn't, and that's why the directions were technically right, but I don't really know. I look at the little gas thing on my card that tells you how much you have in the tank, and I'm seeing that I'm getting down there like less than 1/8 of a tank, so I pull into one of the pumps at the gas station. I get some gas. I go inside and I grab a Monster. The watermelon flavor, by the way, for those who are about to spam asking. It's fucking good. I think the cashier was watching Family Guy, like he had no idea what was even going on in the store. He was completely focused on Meg. But anyway, so I get in my car and, I've got the directions right. So it tells me that it's going to take me about 22 minutes to get there, which is annoying because I've already driven for like half an hour. It should have taken me like half an hour in total to do the entire trip, but whatever. You know what? I'm going to get my food. It's not that big of a deal. I don't mind to drive that much. It's okay. I got the music. I got the Monster. Things really can't go wrong at this point. Like I was just, I was a dumbass. Okay. Probably about halfway through the drive, it takes me to a more residential area to get there. It's like a neighborhood, but it's not like a neighborhood like I grew up in. It's more of like the outskirts of the city neighborhood, townhouses around, that kind of shit. But this place was run down as fuck. Like half of the buildings around me were falling the fuck apart. There was trash all over the middle of the street. You got your boys hanging out outside in the middle of summer in their basketball shorts and parkas. I've entered some hood territory here, it seems. I'm a fish out of water, perhaps. Maybe this could be a sitcom. As the residential area starts to end as I'm driving through it, it takes me to an intersection that's just dead. No cars, nothing going through it, but as I'm pulling up to it, it is a red light. It actually turned to a red light just as I pulled up to the stop, I think. So I'm sitting there obeying traffic laws because, I'm a good guy. I'm a good Samaritan, a nice driver, a nice dude, a lawful good, some may say. I'm doing the right thing. Despite the fact that no one was around and I didn't need to, there was no one driving through the intersection. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna do the right thing, okay? And then all of a sudden, I hear a knock on my passenger window. And it was out of nowhere. Like, I have no idea where the fuck it came from. I didn't get any warning. I didn't see anyone walk up to the car. And I'm startled. Like, what the fuck? And it was kind of a hard knock, too. So I look over to the right outside of the window, and there's this dude standing there. I don't really know how to... I don't know how to put this in a good way. There's no real, like, great way to communicate this next part of the story. But, I mean, to put it in the simplest, most blunt terms possible, the guy was a fucking meth head. He was a tweaker. He was probably, like, average height, maybe a little taller, but nothing, like, super imposing. He had extremely fucked up teeth, like the worst I have ever seen. They were like almost completely yellow and going in like opposite directions, hanging past his lips. He's got these sunken eyes and his hair is falling out and like patchy. And he's got these big eye bags. There's little red marks all over him, like scabs. I'm pretty sure that's a meth thing. I assume it is. It's what I've been told. And so I'm shocked at this guy standing next to my car, knocking on the window. I must have either looked scared or disgusted or put off or sad maybe, because I did not like what I was seeing at all. And sometimes you just make a facial expression you don't control. And he's like, "Hey, bro, roll down your window." And I'm sitting there looking at him. And I'm like, there's no fucking way I am rolling down my window for this zombie. Not gonna happen. Not in 6 million years would I roll down my window for that guy. Maybe after that, you know, but not for that amount of time. Maybe after that, I'll, you know, we'll reach the pro meth head year. So I don't say shit. I'm just sitting there, and he doesn't like that one bit. He doesn't fucking like that I'm sitting staring at him at all. He starts asking me again, like, hey, roll down the window, in his thick retard Massachusetts accent, and there's no way this is gonna happen. He's been standing next to my car for like 20 seconds or something, as far as I know. I don't know how he came out of nowhere. I mean, I guess maybe he like popped out of a bush or something, but I genuinely have no idea how he snuck up on me so fast. I was kind of paranoid, like at the intersection, kind of looking around anyway. Like I have no idea where he came from. He spawned, I guess. And I look at the light, and it's still red. I feel like this is the longest light ever. And I can't actually go now. Like, if I wanted to run the red light, I can't, because there's some cars, like, actually going now. Like, 5 or 6 of them have been going by. So it's not like a simple equation where, like, okay, no one's around. Just get the fuck away from this guy. I can't. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get honked at. But at the same time, if I don't get the fuck out of here, this dude is gonna try to eat me. Like, maybe he's on the bath salt strip, and he's gonna try to break into the car. I have no idea what he's gonna do. And he gets angrier, and he starts really trying to shake the door handle, which is locked, by the way. I keep the door locked at all times while driving. And he's intermittently hitting the door. He's got some energy. Like he's not super slow. He's somewhat fast. He's not hitting it that hard, but he wants me to know that he wants inside the car. I guess he thought if he tweaked enough, I'd be like, okay, you know what? I wasn't gonna let you in at first, but hey man, you know, come inside, hop in. I'll give you a ride wherever you want. Buy you a coffee. I don't really know what was going through his head. But at this point, I'm like, okay, this light is taking too long. This fucking red light has been going on for like a minute and a half. I'm sick of this shit. There's no one here. All the cars have cleared out by now. And so when the last one goes, I just get the fuck out of there. I'm like, floor it. I'm getting away from this schizo. I speed through the empty intersection, and as I'm leaving, I hear like a little thud maybe, or like a little bump. Like, it feels like I ran over a little speed bump or something, which I didn't think was there before. Like, it's a flat road, and I'm like, well, what the fuck is that? And so as I'm pulling away, like, I'm still like nervous. I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. But I look in my rearview mirror, and like I can see him in the street light, and the guy is like holding his foot. I think his foot got run over by like the back wheel of my car or something, because he was standing too close to it. He was like clutching it. He seemed like he was in a lot of pain. I mean, I guess that's what you get for trying to eat me, dude. You know, I certainly was not ready for that. Was not ready to be eaten, not ready to be consumed, wasn't interested in it. It was non-consensual. I mean, in a way, I almost feel bad. Like, dude got his toes broken probably by my Toyota, but I guess that's the price you pay for trying to eat an emo twink. So I drive away, and probably after another 7 or 8 minutes, I get to Chipotle. At this point, I think it was actually like 15 to 20 minutes to being closed, so I kind of made it there just in time. I don't like being the last person in stores like that, because I know the pain of having to close, so I'm glad I got there with at least a little bit of time to kill. I go inside, order my shit, get back in my car, drive to my dorm, and while it took a little while to do, you know, I did get to enjoy my Chipotle. I got to eat my fucking burrito in peace, alone in my room. Got to listen to music. I played some Phantom Forces. It wasn't a bad night. Like past that, it wasn't a bad night. At least I got a story out of it, I guess. Honestly, I think the majority of this wasn't the the faults of Google Maps. I mean, end of the day, like, I didn't pay a ton of attention to what I was clicking on. So I still think, you know, I'm going to stand by this. It shouldn't have been the first choice. Like, the first one that it offered me should have been the closest Chipotle to me. The one that's 3 miles away instead of the one that's like almost in another fucking state. But whatever, you know, it's all right. I survived. I made it. I wish it didn't take me through the meth hood. I guess that's a place to avoid now. I know where it is. I felt like I was gonna die or some shit while I was there. Like, I was freaking out a little bit at night, you know, alone in my car. I'm not a big guy. I could get fucking owned, to be honest with you. If some dude wanted to rob me, it's not gonna take that much. I mean, I'll fight for it, but I'm gonna get my ass kicked one way or another. Maybe in a fight I could have gotten away from the meth dude. I could have dealt with that, but you know, who knows what he's got up his sleeve? You know, what tricks he has. Maybe he's like a boss and like a platformer and has some weird power up or weapon for the 3rd round. He pulls out a hypodermic needle and tries to get me addicted to heroin forcefully. He shoves it in my ass. Maybe he pounces like an animal and sinks his meth fangs into me and gives me whatever disease he has. I don't know what he's capable of. Frankly, I don't know. Honestly, I'm just glad that I made it through the trials and tribulations of getting Chipotle. I feel like it was way too much. Like, even that was probably too much effort for the food, but whatever. I mean, I made it. I'd probably do it again, so long as I don't fucking die. I guess the good thing is that now I know how to get there, because while I was driving back, I was like razor focused on the road. So, you know, I know how to get there now. I don't have to deal with that again. And I don't even think I have to drive through the meth neighborhood to get there. But yeah, still, fuck Google Maps. Even though I was partially responsible. All my homies hate Google Maps. All my boys love Jeff Bezos. Praise be the Amazon King. Seriously though, Amazon has to be one of the most convenient modern day services. I can order a game or a Lego set or 24 monsters and I don't even have to leave to go anywhere. It comes right to me. That and Uber Eats are like evil shit. They will ruin me. They're too good. Anyway, that's all I've got to say for today. Hope you guys enjoyed my little story. I'll be doing another one at some point. If you guys liked it, then, you know, there's no reason not to. I have a lot of fun making them. I want to get some more cringe-owned videos and drama stuff out before I do that. But yeah, if you like the video, be sure to leave a comment giving me your thoughts. Do the same if you didn't like it. Drop a like or a dislike. I like them both. And I'll talk to you all in the next one. Stay safe. Don't get eaten by a meth head. Mic drop. Peace. Auga. Oh, yeah, and I know